So for this yummy bread, it starts the night before, where you take your leftover leaven. Basically, this is the yeast, there's scrapes of it inside the cup here. I'm gonna zero it on the scale, put 100 grams water, 100 grams flour in it. Zeroed. So I just poured, that's a little over 100, 112 grams of water into the middle. And I put 112 grams of flour, equal parts flour and water. This is just plain white flour that I have. So I'll scoop that in there till it's 120. So it read 112 with the water, and I zeroed it and I put 110 of white flour in. I'm gonna mix it. So now I just mix it like with a knife till it basically comes to be the consistency of like pancake dough, batter dough. So I mixed it, and you can kind of see it's kind of like the consistency of like a thick pancake batter. So what you're gonna do is just leave that in this cup. I'll take the knife out, you'll seal it and let it rest overnight. So I just put the lid on it. This is basically the sourdough starter. It's about 11 o'clock at night. And then in the morning, we'll take it out of here and combine it with the flour and water to start mixing our bread. So it's now the morning. I first zero my scale, get my bowl, put about 400 grams of water in it. So 440 grams of water also works. Basically, we're gonna put equal parts into that water of Dinkelmehl and Ruchmehl. They're two different types of flours. This is super dark, this is like half dark. I like to just mix half and half into this bowl. So I put the flour in, half of this one, and about 450. And now what we'll do is we're gonna add our leaven from last night. If we open it, it's nice and leavened. It has this cool consistency, and if you smell it, it smells very fragrant, like sourdough. We put that in, and then we also want to add about 12 to 15 grams of salt. I have all the dry ingredients. Now I stir it, mix it together so it's like a dough, and then I'll add the seeds. So this is what the dough looks like after I kind of mixed it. And now I first add these gold Leinsamen seeds. I'm not sure what these are in English, but they're rated A, super healthy. Throw a bunch of those on top. Then we'll mix this up. Then we'll add some sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds in the same manner. So now we add the sunflower seeds. You can add as much as or little as you want, or any seeds that you want, and pumpkin seeds. And I like to top it with the pumpkin seeds too, it's kind of nice. So now all my seeds are mixed in. I have like this dough. It's about 9 a.m. in the morning. I'm gonna cover it and let it rise throughout the day to bake it for dinner. So I just put a thing on it so it's, I don't know, somewhat airtight, kind of, and we'll bake it tonight. And then the leftover leaven jar, see there's still some scraps in that, that's good. I just close it and I put it back in the fridge, and to save for the next time I want to use it. Then when I'll want to use it again, I'll just take it out of the fridge, let it rest on the counter, put equal parts of flour and water in it, and then let it sit overnight to come back to life. Welcome back. It's now almost 7 p.m. Let's see how our bread's doing. See, it rose quite a bit. It's nice and puffy. So what I do is I take 2 pans. One I fill with water and put it in the oven so it can steam. The other one I will lightly grease with some olive oil and then use oat flour to coat it, and then put that bread into that pan. And then we will bake in the oven for 275 for 25 minutes with this steaming tray underneath. And then after 25 minutes, we'll put it down to 250, maybe take it out of the tray for another 25 minutes. So I just greased this pan. Now I'll try to put some oat flour and swish it around to coat it. So now it's nicely coated with oat flour. I use oat flour because oat flour tastes better raw than regular flour in case it doesn't cook or it still sticks to the bread. Now we'll use our hand and really try to get this into this pan. So I successfully transferred this into this pan. Now we'll put a little bit of salt on top, and some more of these pumpkin seeds because I like them a lot. They get nice and toasty. So now I put this in the oven. That's boiling water over there. So let me open the oven. Put this one in the oven on the top. That pan there is nice and hot. I take boiling water, pour it in. What the bottom pan is going to do is going to provide steam. So you're going to get 25 minutes basically of steam heat, and that's going to help the bread to rise. 25 minutes, and then we'll check it. So it's been 25 minutes. Let's take a look. Now you see, whoop, it's a little steamy. See how the bread has risen quite nicely. So we will turn the heat down to 250. We will take out this water. And then if you can take the bread out of the pan, that is the best. So I turned the pan upside down. I was able to get the bread to come out because we floured it. You can tell that this is still a little spongy here, whereas the top is more firm. So we want to put the loaf back in to finish. So now the loaf's back in without the pan, and it's on 250C, and I'll probably set it for maybe 30 minutes. We'll try that, and then we'll check on it. Maybe we'll check on it after 25, and then see if it needs to go longer. So it's been 25 minutes now. Let's take a look at it. It's looking pretty good. We can probably just turn off the oven and let it rest in here. And then maybe 10 minutes, then it should be good to eat. So now here's the final product. I just took it out of the oven. I let it rest for another 20 more minutes in the oven with it turned off, which it got a little dark, but I think that's from the dark flour. But there it is.